Alright, what's up everybody? So if you remember from about a week or two ago, I put out a video covering my experience using the Avalon 737. In that video, I pretty much cover everything, including the story on how I even got my hands on that preamp to begin with. And in that video, I even talked about my experience using the TLM103 with the Avalon 737. And well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about buying the TLM103. Again. Alright, well, let me briefly explain my experience with the TLM103 because there might be some of you that have been around long enough to remember the content I used to make using that microphone. There might even be some of you that have been around long enough to remember the content that I made using the TLM103 and the Avalon 737. Now, like the Avalon 737, from the day that I got started with recording, I pretty much always wanted the TLM103, and it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I actually got my hands on one for the first time. And I'll never forget taking the TLM103 out of its case for the first time. I mean, it comes shipped to you in what is essentially a giant briefcase. I mean, by this point, I'd already been listening to samples of the TLM103 for years and years and years. So needless to say, when I got this thing connected, I was in love. And I remember when I was listening back to my voice on that microphone for the first time, the very first thing that I noticed was just how much more body that microphone seemed to capture. This microphone sounds better than literally every single microphone that I have ever used up until this point in time. And just like that, that microphone would go on to be my microphone of choice for pretty much every single video going forward, with the exception of the SM7B in some instances. And well, like I had mentioned in the Avalon 737 video, I have been missing that setup in particular the most, the TLM103 and the Avalon 737. But seeing as how expensive the Avalon 737s have gotten, I don't see myself getting my hands on one of those anytime soon. Now, the TLM103, on the other hand, that microphone is much more accessible. These things are pretty much in stock year-round, so if I wanted to go get one, I pretty much could. But by now, you guys already know how I feel about using expensive equipment. I've mentioned on the channel several times that I just feel like I personally cannot justify using such expensive gear because for what I do, it just does not seem necessary. However, I am open-minded when it comes to taking feedback from the audience that watches my content, because at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. And like myself, it seems for the most part all of you agree that the TLM103 could very well be your one and done microphone. Once you buy that thing, it's pretty much unnecessary to upgrade going forward. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been giving it some thought on potentially buying another TLM103. And I've come to the decision, once I hit 8,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go ahead and buy another TLM103. Now, I don't see this taking very long, and the main reason why I even want to do this is so I can hold myself accountable and just have a goal that I can continue to work towards. So you heard it here first. Once we hit 8,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go ahead and buy another TLM103. I'm really excited for the journey, and I hope you guys are as well. Anyway, if you wanna help and stay along for the ride, then make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon beside it so that you can stay notified for whenever I drop any of my upcoming videos. With that being said, I'll see you all in my next one. Take care, everybody. Peace out.